Hello everyone, welcome to our today's session. Children, we have started the first chapter of geography, that is the field visit. In our first part, we have studied that how the student they have started their journey from Naldurg to Sinhgarh Fort. Actually, they want to go to the Alibag, but we have seen step by step how they how going further to their journey. We have seen that children they reached till Sinhgarh in our last session, concluding part of the first session. That was they had children they have reached to the foothill of the Sinhgarh, and now the teacher had given instruction to keep their luggage in the bus and just carry the important thing which is useful to write or to observe, means with the point of view of study. Whatever things are important, that only children should carry. So till here we have seen. Now we will go to the further. When they started climbing the Sinhgarh fort, it was quite sunny at first. Then it became cloudy. Later it also started drizzling, and students enjoyed eating steamed groundnut, buttermilk, and curd on the way. They clicked photograph of various physical features. Now first I will say that when the children they have started to climb the mountain, that time first it was little bit sunny, quite sunny. Then afterwards it became clouder, the atmosphere was changing, and then it started drizzling means very less amount of rainfall started. Then children they enjoyed while climbing the mountain, means Sinhgarh fort it is situated on the mountain. So children they have started to climb that mountain, and that time they were enjoying the steamed groundnut, buttermilk, curd. These all the things, small stalls were available there, so they were enjoying that. They click photographs of various physical features. Here in the physical features, what thing will come? All the thing: trees, birds, animals, mountain area, rivers, whatever the things they can see. The student they have started to click the pictures of that physical features. The vegetation around, vegetation means all the things will come, the trees, flowers, again bushes, shrubs, whatever things they have seen there, they started to click that picture. Different birds, animals. Aerial view of Pune city. Aerial view means now they are top, means they are high altitude region, and from that height they can see the beautiful picture of the Pune city. Aerial view they have taken the photographs, and various structures of the fort. Afterwards teachers asked them to gather at one place. So after taking the pictures of various angles of that region, then teacher called them at one place. Then teacher said, "We have now reached the fort of Sinhgarh. How will you collect information about it?" Now teacher is saying, asking to the children, now we have reached to the Sinhgarh fort. Now how will you collect the information? The information which is important to prepare your report. So then Neha, she said, "Madam, we saw a board at the entrance which gave us information about Sinhgarh fort. We have also clicked its picture." So here Neha, she is saying to the teacher, "Ma'am, as we were climbing the Sinhgarh fort, here at the entrance one board, can you see here?" So she said that we have seen the board at the entrance, and we have already started to collect the information which is useful for our report making. So she says that I have seen the board on the entrance, and I have clicked the picture of that board, and it will be very helpful for me while preparing the report of that field visit. So teacher said, "Good, Neha. Now who will tell the difference in the relief features? Now children, relief features we have in our first session I have informed you. Relief feature means it is closely related to the land use, means mountain, plateau, river, valley. These can be determined from the counter pattern. So it is related to the land use. These things include in the here relief features, and these all things will come in that. So teacher is saying that now who will tell me the difference? Then Kasim, he replied. He said, madam, we can see that now the undulating plains have turned into rugged topography with hills. Now Kasim, he is saying that yes ma'am, I have noticed one thing in that first we were coming from the plain area, now it has changed, and now we are feeling the rugged topography. Rugged topography means rough area. Now Sinhagad, that is the mountainous area, hilly area. So here rugged topography you will find at the hill. This is high hill. We are at the higher altitude and hence can even experience clouds. So Kasim is saying that yes ma'am, we are at the higher altitude. Higher altitude means heighted place. The altitude it is measured above the sea level. The place above the sea level, how much height is increasing, so that is higher altitude. Now Kasim is saying that now we are at the hill of the Sinhagad, so that's why we are feeling clouds here, because we are at the higher altitude here. Teacher says, very good Kasim, you can notice many physical features like rock pinnacles, valleys and hills, and layers form from volcanic eruption. Now teacher is saying, Kasim, your observation is absolutely correct. You have noticed the physical features. Now we will again study about the more physical feature, that is rock pinnacles. Rock pinnacles means the rocks getting structured due to erosion, like hills, pointed rocks, like that shape is getting to that rock. It is called rock pinnacle. Different valleys are formed, hills are formed, and due to volcanic eruption these things are formed. Have you recognized the rock found here? Teacher is asking first question to the children, that have you recognized the rocks found here? The what type of rock is that? It is yeah, of course these rocks are found due to the volcanic eruption, but which type of rocks are these? So you might have seen some debris of landslide at places while climbing. So, teacher is saying that have you seen the debris of landslide? आपने कुछ ढेर देखा है क्या लैंडस्लाइड का? Here it is given, children see the picture. In the hilly areas landslides are of it took place often there, landslides, and due to that some debris of the rock, sand, and clay, it is stored at the places. So see, you can see here number of rocks are fallen here, and that rocks are broke into different or small pieces. So in this way here is a debris of the rocks. Now tell me about the agricultural pattern around. Now teacher is saying that these physical features we have seen. Now you can tell me about the agricultural pattern. As the children they have started their journey, that time they have noticed that that was the pulses grown there. As they came further, they have seen, they have informed their teacher, ma'am, as we have started journey, that time we have seen some pulses, moong, urad, etc. Then very less amount sugarcane was also cultivated in that region. But as we move further, then we have seen plenty of sugarcane it is cultivated means in more number sugarcane farms found. It is possible because of the good rainfall. Now teacher is asking, tell about the changes you have noticed here in the Sinhagad. So Rahul, he is saying first, madam, this is basalt and igneous type of rock. We had learnt about it in class 6. Children, we have studied in our earlier classes how the erosion took place and how the formation of the rocks, that we have studied. So Rahul, he is saying that yes ma'am, I have seen some rocks and that are basalt and igneous type of rock. Now about that rock we have studied in our 6th standard. Now Mary, she is saying, she said that we saw mainly pulses being cultivated at the place where we live. Between Solapur to Pune we saw sugarcane. Now we see mainly paddy fields. So Mary, she is saying that yes ma'am, we have seen when we have started our journey, that time pulses were cultivated, pulses moong urad, that pulses mainly cultivated. Then between Solapur to Pune city we have seen the sugarcane field. Now here in this region we have mainly seen the paddy field, rice field, rice farming. Teacher said, correct, it is because of the good amount of rainfall here. Can you recall seeing a similar fort like structure before? What difference do you see between both of them? Teacher is saying yes, your observation is absolutely right about the agricultural pattern. Here in this region more amount of rainfall is there, and that's why farmers, they are mostly growing the paddy crops, rice farming. Then teacher, she is asking that now you have seen Sinhagad fort. Did you remember about any other fort which is similar to the Sinhagad fort? And can you tell the difference between the fort which you have earlier seen? Then Wahida, she is saying, she said, madam, we can compare this with the Naldurg fort itself. Now this Wahida told, yes ma'am, when we started our journey, that time we have seen the Naldurg fort, and that fort and this fort, there is some similarity and some differences. What is that? She said, but it is not situated on a hill like Sinhagad. She is saying that ma'am, Naldurg fort, it is situated on the plain land, and Sinhagad fort, it is situated on the hill. So she is saying that one difference between the two fort, we do not have to climb up a slope to see it. So she is saying that ma'am, to see the Naldurg fort there is no need to climb a hill, but in the Sinhagad we have to climb the mountain, means hill, and then we can watch the Sinhagad fort. Teacher replied, very good. Now we have reached the top of the fort. This is a hill fort as it has been built on a hill. This was built with the view of security and to keep an eye on the surrounding. Naldurga is a fort on the land. All such forts are the heritage of our state. Teacher is saying yes, it is right information. We have reached to the top of the fort, and this fort, it is built with the objective of security, to keep watch on the surrounding area. Now children, did you remember in our earlier classes, especially in the 4th standard and the 5th standard, we have studied the Marathansa Itihas. So in that, about Shivaji Maharaj, we have studied Shivaji Maharaj, Sinhagad fort, how he conquered the fort, and how much struggle they did to keep their control on that fort, enemies, to keep watch on the enemies. Like that, hilly forts were very useful. They can easily see the enemy, and there will be a number of obstacles to the enemies to reach to the fort. So with that point of view, it was built to keep watch and for the security purpose. Again she said that Naldurga fort, it is on the land, and all the forts, though it is located or though it is situated to the land or hilly area, these all the forts are very important. That is our heritage, that is our pride, and we have to conserve these, preserve these all the forts. Come here and look down. The water body that you can see in front is the reservoir of Khadakwasla. So teacher called all the children and say that see the water body, it is the reservoir of Khadakwasla. Khadakwasla Dam, which serves water to areas in and around Pune. Now we will go to the Kalyan Darwaza, or it is also called Kalyan Gate. Come here and see this structure. This is called Deotaka, sacred tank. Water coming from a natural spring gets stored here. Even today, it serves water all the year round around to the people who stay at the fort above. So teacher called all the children and she has started to give the information to the children. She says that first about the dam, Khadakwasla Dam, that dam's water is useful in around the Pune city, that people using that water. Then she showed the entrance of that Sinhagad, that is Kalyan Darwaza, it is also called Kalyan Gate. She said about the Deotaka, means sacred tank. So Deotaka, it is a tank, and that tank is having natural spring, means see that Sinhagad fort, it is located at the very heighted place, and like that mountainous region, mountains, natural springs found, so it is very surprising for the children also. Even today it serves water all around the year. So see, whole year people those are staying there, going there, they can find water. Now all students expressing surprise, oh my god, how can water be available continuously at this heighted since centuries? So children also get shocked and they were showing their surprise to the teacher. The teacher took them to a stall which served pitala bhakri. Students observed that there were many similar stalls. Children, here pitla bhakri, besan, हम जो बेसन खाते, that pitla bhakri. So tourists were being served different food items there. After spending little time at Sinhagad Fort, students came down the foothill and boarded the bus. The bus started towards Pune city, where they had an overnight halt. In the city, they had evening snacks and tea and got ready to roam in the market. So after watching all the thing at the Sinhagad Fort, students and teacher all, they came downside, and they were ready to the further journey. And at the they have turned toward the Pune city. Pune city, they will stay one night. Children, they had their evening snacks and tea there, and children were ready to roam in the market. Now teacher said, we will be visiting places in Pune like Shaniwar Wada and famous market places like Tulsi Bagh and Mahatma Phule Mandai market. There are wholesale and retail markets here. You can do shopping here. Make sure you write down all your observations. Teacher is saying that now children, we will go to visit the various places in the Pune city. We will see the Shaniwar Wada. We will see the famous markets also, Tulsi Bagh and Mahatma Phule Mandai. So in that places you will find the wholesale and retail market. You can purchase the thing. But teacher is saying that while you are purchasing, just you remember all the things, and to point, you don't forget to write about your report in your notepad. After the city tour, they had dinner and returned to the place of their night halt. After visiting many places, children came back to their uh, lodge where they were waiting, where they were resting, and they had spent their night there only. And the next day, day 2, children were ready at 7 a.m. in the morning to further journey. Now children, today we will stop here, and day 2, that journey we will study in our next session. Thank you very much. Hope you understood this.